What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning.
Vaguely coming in. Here, can y'all hear Mitch? Let me know if y'all can hear Mitch. What's up, guys? What's up,
Whoa,
guys?
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Echo. All right, there we go. All right, let me know if you can hear Mitch.
Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing?
He might be a little bit low. I'm gonna lock the door. Here, I got it. Okay. Barely. Uh, Here, let me turn him up a little bit. All right, say something, Mitch.
Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn it up a little bit.
Is that better?
Everybody can hear me? What's up, Robert? What's up, Two-Way?
Yo, yo. What's up, Mike? Can everybody hear Mitch?
Everybody hear me good?
Still light?
Yes. Probably the headphones I'm using too, so it's not like I got my mic.
Here, let's try doing Skype Life.
I'm about to just go get my mic.
Here, let's try doing Skype Live real quick. I bet you Skype Live will work. Hold on.
Um, yeah, I gotta download it on this.
Oh, you don't have it on that one.
I could get it. I mean, I'm just gonna download it real quick. Let me just download it actually.
Yeah, it's showing pretty light on my end too. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, it's like I think it's because of the headphones. It's a headphone, so
Yeah.
um, if not, I can use the the way I was doing yesterday. But
I know. I saw that tag, man. Welcome to the classes, brother. Welcome to the classes, man. Yeah. Once the stream's over today, I'll send you the password and the Discord link and everything like that, man. You downloading Skype Life?
yeah, I'm gonna just download it.
You tried to set up your computer last night. Girl had you doing 20 things before bed. Dude, I get it, man. My wife makes me do like 30 different things just to get, like, she has this bedtime routine, right? With me, it's just kind of like, I just go to sleep, you know? Like, I get work done, play some video games, you know, work a little bit more, go to sleep, right? My wife has to, like, do all this different stuff, you know? Make our bed, organize everything, and then she goes to bed. So I get it, man. I relate.
Yeah, yeah. If not, I was gonna be up to like 12, 1 a.m. So I was just like, forget it. I'll just go to sleep, get it done today. It's not that big of a hassle, and I've been doing pretty well here, so
Yeah, for sure.
can't complain.
Yeah, Robert. Honestly, Robert, I'm not totally convinced you are not him. To be honest, man. You know, the only difference is you haven't called me brother yet, so I'm not totally convinced that Robert is not killer, hiding in the shadows. Because he did say, "Hey, John, you there?" He did say it, man.
Oh man.
Dude, I'm not slacking. I do work here. Don't get me wrong, man. I do work here. I gotta go lock my door and get my coffee. So hold it down for a second, Mitch. Let me know when your Skype life's ready.
I got you. I got you.
Uh,
I'll try to get there, guys. I know you guys can't hear me that well, but just trying to download Skype here. See if it's gonna get a little better. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. What's going on? What's going on, guys? I know you guys probably can't hear me that well right now. I'm just gonna try to speak up. What's the deal? Oh, you heard the music? You can hear that? Oh, that's Skype. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Mike. I was calling John over Skype, and I'm sure you guys heard that music playing. You can hear me now, good? Maybe it's just I mean, I'm trying to speak up here, trying to maybe get it to work a little bit better. Let me see if I can use maybe the system mic. The system mic might be better. Yo, hello. Y'all hear me better? I thought it was heaven calling. Hey, well, you better answer, Ned. You better answer if it's heaven calling.
All right, I'm back. I can hear Mitch calling me with Skype Live, so hold on, brother. Let me get you set up.
Yo, yo.
Yo, what's up, man? All right, we got you. There we go.
All right. I muted the other one, so you won't get sound through it, but I can still. If anything, I'll just share it through Skype.
All right. Yeah, that works. All right, guys. So how's that? Can y'all hear Mitch? Y'all should be able to hear him pretty well.
Y'all hear me better? They
Is
can
it?
hear the Skype song.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Everybody hear me good?
Yeah, there we go. All right, so for news today, we have ABIO, which is ARCA Biopharma, announces an FDA agreement for a single phase 3 clinical trial, which is to support the approval of the first genetically targeted cardiovascular drug, a float of 13.7 million. So that is FDA approval for what was it? ABIO. Let's take a look at ABIO here. Yeah, ABIO really running here right now. You can see ABIO. Look at this move. So really nice move for ABIO. It's a cheaper penny stock, but that's probably one of the ones that has the most volume right now. So definitely going to be watching that one and keeping an eye on it. We also have, let's see, KNDI, like Two-Way says. KNDI actually looks pretty good here. KNDI gapping up from 594 to 743, And KNDI, the release that came out was that the U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, which is one of the biggest abbreviations I've seen, approves Condi's 2 pure electric vehicle models, a float of 37 million. So approval of 2 of their electric vehicle models for Condi by the U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. And so that one looks pretty good as well. Like if you look at this one here, and we can spread this out so it's a little bit easier to see. But yeah, if you look at this one here, not bad gap up here for KNDI. Gonna watch that one. We also have BSGM, which is BioSig, announced their first in-human use of the pure EP system. Float of 11 million, so small float here as well for BSGM. Not that much volume in pre-market. We'll see what we get. WORX was another one I'm watching. WORX, not the most volume. It gapped up and then it's coming back down some, but it is up a little bit. They announced a new CSR agreement, a new customer service agreement. And so, yeah, that's what's going on. Appreciate that two-way. We also have CVS Health, which shares were sinking after the pharmaceutical giant reported better than expected earnings, but missed estimates on revenue. So CVS is down, I'm assuming. After better than expected earnings, but revenue was lower than expected. So CVS is down. We also have CVS was warned on a full year earnings, and CVS closed its $70 billion acquisition of health insurancer Aetna in November. Interesting here. I'm also watching some of the cannabis plays. CGC up a little bit in pre-market here. CGC. We also have CLSD. Which CLSD is Clearside Biomedical, and they received a FDA acceptance of NDA filing for their XIPERE, which stands for, let's give this a shot. Y'all ready? Let me try to pronounce this. Triamcinolone acetone ophthalmic suspension. I tried my best.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, go for it.
I tried it. I think I got the last part wrong. I think it's ophthalmic, I think is how you pronounce it. So it's triamcinolone acetone ophthalmic suspension is how you pronounce it, I think. I did that, man. All right.
You might need a doctor's degree to
Right, bro.
pronounce it.
Hey, I'm getting there, man. I should get a doctor's degree for pronouncing that correctly. I should get an MD.
Just give a couple millions to Alabama.
Right. Yeah, now 2A. I love finding these PRs now. Yeah, I bet, man. Yeah, but
You
ABIO.
gotta look at the news.
Yep. Drinking my coffee,
Yeah, got me a little espresso.
Whoa. Somebody's making an espresso in the background. I had to turn you down, man. I hear some coffee in the background. Okay. Yeah, let me know. I'll turn you back up when it's done. Yeah, I got a watch list here. I'll post it here. There you go. Sultan says, "Doctor in training. It was a good effort." Hey, I tried. I know I got acetone right, and I'm pretty sure I got the last part. The what was it? Let's find it. Ophthalmic suspension. That's right. I'm pretty sure that's right. The only problem I'm kind of having trouble with is the first one. I think it's triamcinolone. Triamcinolone. Acetone ophthalmic suspension. There you go. That's right. ADIL popping up on the scanners. And ADO Pharmaceuticals did submit their continuation patent application for the use of the AD04 in opioid dependence and abuse. Whoa. What's up, Cooper? Nice. What's up, Bill? What's up, man? I'm actually reading this one on ADIO. Because that's an interesting one. It's an opioid dependence drug. I have a lot of friends that got caught in that nonsense with opioids. And so, interesting here that they're coming out with a few drugs to combat that. They said, we believe, quote, we believe this program has significant potential since the physiological and neurotransmitters involved in opioid addiction are similar to alcohol and could be expected to be modulated by a serotonin 3 receptor antagonist. In the past, we have filed claims and received patents globally that broadly recite addictive-related disorders. This is the first time we have filed a continuation patent application specifically drawn to OUD. Still didn't say what it did. It does. But interesting. But yeah, what's up, Tech, man? Welcome to the classes, bro. Welcome to the classes, man. You know, we got a lot of classes, a backlog of classes. Yeah, but the problem, Siesta, is, like, trust me, like, I'm sure cannabis definitely helps, I'm sure. But the problem that happens is it's not like people don't want to get off of it. It's not like people don't want to get off of opioids. The problem is that the withdrawal is so terrible, you know, with opioids that they can never really get off of it, you know. And so there hasn't really been any type of medication that will really just kind of stop the withdrawal. And understandably so. I mean, some people's theories on it is that your mind needs that traumatic experience to keep you from using opioids again, which kind of makes sense a little bit, but I don't know if that's necessarily true or not. But yeah, it's an interesting topic for sure. I've had a lot of friends. I've had friends die back when I was young from, you know, overdoses and stuff like that. And so I get it, man. But, you know, it's a tough situation for sure. Yo, yo. All right. What's up, John O? Cannabis. Robert. What's up, Bamboo? Is there a way to check how many outstanding shares there are for ABIO? I can look it up for you. You just type in, what I usually type in is ABIO outstanding shares. Or float, you know. From what I'm seeing, 13 million and something. Yeah, shares outstanding for ABIO is, oh no, actually this is ARCA. Wait, yeah, this is ABIO, right? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, outstanding shares are just under 14 million. So 13,924,000 is what I'm showing. PTX. Yeah, that's what I got as well. All right, Mitch, you back, bro? Yeah, I can turn you back up, man.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right.
Just looking at ADIL. ADIL is tradable for us. So
Is it?
keep an eye on that one.
What about KNDI?
No, it's not.
Ah, man. Fossil popping up on the scanners too. Fossil. Let's see what else we get. Fossil is tradable. Not really much movement. Yeah, ADIL is tradable. Interesting here. Gonna watch that one. CVS as well. There's a few.
This one's a little bit more expensive. I would need to see more volume, but it is tradable for us. Cody, CODI.
Yeah, that one is tradable. Yeah, for sure. I'll watch that one too. A little bit more volume, but I mean, it could start to run. CLSD. Let me see. I don't know if that one's tradable or not. Probably not. No, unfortunately. Appreciate the sub, Ben. And let's see, we got a few of them. Jeff, Ledoux, Dean. Is that Dean? Dean? Raha. Appreciate the subs, guys. Appreciate it. Welcome. Yeah, we do this every weekday morning, so hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.
An interesting one to watch is Mattel. Mattel's been very volatile lately. MAT, toy company.
Yeah, I remember Mattel. Super volatile yesterday, too. What happened to it on the 15th, man? 15th, this thing just crashed for MAT. Just a huge drop. Something bad happened to it.
I think it had to do with Toys R Us coming back or something. I think
Earnings.
someone's trying to bring Toys R Us back.
I mean, Toys R Us made the smart move, man. Here's the thing, right? With most of these brick and mortar stores, Amazon is taking over. You know, Amazon's taking over. I get it. Like, I get people wanting there. It's nostalgia. You know, it's nostalgia. It's nostalgic. I'm sorry. You have, I went to Toys R Us all growing up. You know, Toys R Us for me as a kid was the place to be. You know, Christmas rolled around. I wanted to go to Toys R Us and pick out stuff. You know, birthdays. I wanted to go to Toys R Us. Now, as a parent, I understand that Toys R Us is just overpriced relative to like Walmart or places like that. And Amazon, you can get the stuff for cheaper than all of it. And so, you know, as a parent, I understand why I never went to Toys R Us. And with that said, I think most of these brick and mortar stores like Barnes and Noble, Books A Million, Toys R Us, you know, they're all going to be out of business soon. And GameStop, you know, because technology is making a lot of these brick and mortar stores obsolete and unnecessary. Most people are ordering from places like Amazon. Even Barnes and Noble has an online store that people order books from. And so, you know, I think that most of them are going to be obsolete. And, you know, Toys R Us is included in that for sure. I told you it was you. I knew it was you, Robert. I told you, man. I could just tell. Just by the way you talk, man. You weren't that bad, though, in this screen name, so I'll allow you to stay. But, you know the deal. Yeah, for sure. I mean, more and more brick and mortars. More and more brick and mortars are going to be crashing and failing, I think. What does my pre-market movers window represent? Movers and pre-market. It's just stocks that are moving in pre-market, specifically pre-market. You know, that's basically it. It's just I can look to see. Let me see. I can see if I can look at exactly what the parameters are for it. Let me see if I can look that up. Yeah, I don't know if I can switch it. If I switch it now, it's going to take it down. But I know it's just stocks with above average volume in pre-market is usually what it is. Right, man. Hey, like at this point, technology is decent enough to where all you have to do is order something from like Amazon or online, and they'll literally get a drone to fly it to you within an hour. You know, so like if that's the case, why go to a store? If a drone's gonna bring it to me in an hour, why do I even need to go to the store? You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna get it quicker by ordering it online and cheaper most likely as well. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I mean, I'm happy with it. I think it's good. I'm not one of those. Here's the thing, right? People don't understand this, but like I love driving. You know, I like fast cars and stuff like that. But like people don't realize, like the single most dangerous thing you do every single day is driving in your car, right? That is the single most dangerous thing you do every day. You know, your chances of being killed in a car accident are higher than almost anything else in the world. So if Amazon's bringing stuff to your door and making less people having to go out and drive constantly and eliminating traffic in the process, I'm all for it, you know. Like I said, I'm not against driving, but it just makes sense if that's one of the bigger causes of accidents, you know. Rustling, so to do that, you go to the top menu here, and you go to Trade Manager right here. You click Trade Manager, and it'll bring up this, your Trade Manager, and then you just go to Symbol, and you can type it in. So like MAT is tradable, and it'll say Y. You can see it has the Y under tradable. Google or Goggle, Apple, it'll have a Y next to it. If it's not tradable, which one that's not tradable? Works. It'll have nothing or an N next to tradable. What's up, Casey?
All right, so I did my little research on Mattel. What I'm finding really is so Mattel and Hasbro are the big toy companies now, and Hasbro was actually Toys R Us. Toys R Us was their third best provider, and so a bunch of their inventory got sold at kind of like pennies for the dollar, and so that's why their company's taking a hit, and Mattel is kind of taking a hit because they're relying on kind of their Hot Wheels and Barbies to lead their company right now, and what they're seeing is that the brand isn't as strong as it's said to be in 2018. They had growth that was predicted to get them back to the levels they were, and they're seeing their growth slow down. So that's the big downturn in Mattel.
Hey, appreciate the $5 donation, Rustlin. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate it, man. Shout out to Rustlin for the $5 donation, man. Appreciate the super chat, brother. Appreciate the support, man. Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, let's do it. I'm excited to trade. I'm excited to trade. Yeah, like I said though, I love riding as well. I've been riding dirt bikes and motorcycles and stuff since I was a kid. When I was 12, my parents ordered me a 1976 GT80, and this was in the 90s. In the 90s, yeah. So I had a 1976 GT80 mini bike that I used to ride around by myself in my neighborhood, and then I also had a few dirt bikes growing up as well. Mostly dirt bikes, but I like riding as well. Point is, it's not that I'm against it. I was just saying, like, a lot of people don't realize the most dangerous thing you do every day is, like, getting in your car to drive to the store. That's the most dangerous thing you're going to do every day. People don't realize that. I'm scared of planes and, like, flying. I'm scared of heights. But I also understand how irrational that is because the chances of me getting hurt in a car accident are substantially higher than in a plane. And so I understand how silly my fear of heights is. But regardless of any of it, that's the data. That's the statistics behind it. And so if Amazon is shipping stuff to your door, making less people have to go drive, eliminating traffic, ultimately I think it's a good thing. All right, wait. Sorry, Mitch. You were saying Mattel. You said they were like the top dogs in the toy industry. And what happened? Sorry, man.
No, it's fine. It's just basically it's all because of Toys R Us. Toys R Us liquidating hit Hasbro and hit Mattel. Now Hasbro got hit because Toys R Us was their third best provider.
Hmm.
And in essence, they were getting all of Hasbro's toys and selling it for them.
Hmm.
And what they did when they closed is they sold all that inventory at a lower than retail. So that actually hurt their company.
Right.
Seeing as you can get their toys for cheaper than retail, already brand new, why would you go ahead and pay the retail price?
Right. What's the point?
That's what's happening to Hasbro, and then Mattel's getting hit because they're relying on Barbie and Hot Wheels to kind of lead the way for their company, and they're realizing that the growth in those two brands has slowed down.
Right.
There is some things that are going to help it further on. I think Mattel in the long run is going to be the best toy company just because they have the best position right now. But they're going to be coming out with kind of a Barbie movie. They're going to come out with a Hot Wheel movie.
Dude, they already, dude, I got two kids. My son loves Hot Wheels. My daughter loves Barbie. But, like, they're definitely on the downswing. But they already have, like, a million Barbie movies. It's almost a little oversaturated. But yeah, I just don't think, Hot Wheels, I think it probably has a little bit more strength than Barbie. I think Barbie's going to be on the down end soon, Just for diversity reasons.
It's just kind of off topic, but you know what I've been looking at and I've been waiting forever is who's gonna buy Sirius satellite radio?
Wasn't somebody thinking about it? I thought somebody was about to buy it.
Yeah, Pandora almost bought it.
Yeah, Pandora, right. Appreciate the sub, 3D.
That is one of the weirdest stocks that you can find. It's kind of one of those stocks that has such a high float with such a low price that it's almost never tradable.
Right. Oh wait, Siri?
Yeah.
It used to be much better. Siri used to move. About a year ago, I would watch Siri, but like since October of last year, I don't know what they did. I don't know if they added stuff to the float or like what it is, but it's been super choppy since then. Yeah, so Scott said he worked for TRU for 15 years. Hasbro and Mattel were the main lines they carried. It really hurt him. Yeah, makes sense. Hey, appreciate the sub, Donald. Welcome, bro. Appreciate it. Alright, so I'm about to get stuff ready. We got about 7 minutes. I'll give it a little bit of time. Whoa, alright. I gotta turn you down, bro. That hurts. There you go. Alright. Appreciate the sub. Lynn, thanks, bro. Appreciate it, man. What's up, Isaac? Sorry. Alright, I had to ban you again, Robert. Like I said, man, you can't demand attention in here, bro. Especially if I'm working, man. Sorry, bro. I'm sure we'll see you in another 5 minutes once you make another account. TRUE. Yeah, it took a hit the other day, too. Like Mitch said, though, I think these were both due to Toys R Us. What happened to Pandora? It's not popping up on my screen. Let me search for it. Pandora. Yeah, I have it. It's at 840, but it's not popping up. I don't know if it's just mine or what it is. Let me look it on Tef's. Yeah, it's not popping up on either one. What's up, Connor? Yeah, ABIO looks good. KNDI doesn't look bad either. Here, now that we got 5 minutes left, I'm just going to put my charts up. But yeah, you can see KNDI here. KNDI gapping up. A lot of people talking about ABIL. We'll see if it, or not ABIO, what was it? ABIO. A lot of people talking about ABIO. You can see this one's right around $1. It's testing the whole dollar. It'll be interesting to see what it does here. If it breaks this whole dollar of 1, or if it gets rejected and stays underneath it. Like I said, we also have CVS here. Yeah, that I agree. I am from Louisiana, Ned. What's up, Gaurav? Good morning, man. PLUG. Yeah, it's gapping up some. Looks like a bigger float for a cheap stock. Alright, so since we got about 4 minutes, I'm going to get everything ready here and start to really focus on getting ready. Get the high of the day scanner up here. Get this up here. There we go. Yeah, somebody asking what broker I use. Right now I'm using Tef's and TradeNet. They actually have their 20% off New Year's sale going on. Not New Year's, their 20% off Valentine's Day sale going on. So if you want to use the broker I'm using, here's a link. That's the TradeNet link. You back, Mitch?
Little mocha now.
There you go. You got some coffee, man.
Yeah, they got this crazy coffee machine in here. So.
I hear it, man.
Oh yeah.
It sounds serious.
Oh.
But no, I've been drinking that collagen peptides in my coffee with XCT oil and ghee for some bulletproof coffee. It's pretty good.
You still on the bulletproof life?
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing I'm doing with the keto diet, but I just do it. I feel like it gives me a little bit more energy in the morning. Works out.
Isaac, no work today. New job, man. New job.
Yeah, man. I was gonna ask about that. What's the plan for your new job, bro? You gonna be able to be here, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I mean, one of the best things is living in Denver is that the market opens as early as 7:30. So
right.
That definitely does help.
See,
I think I'm gonna do my best to try to be able to trade every day, but we're gonna see what happens. At the end of the day, I've realized that by trading 3 days a week, you really don't have to trade every single day. You just have to focus on trying to trade your trade, focus on your strategy, and when you see it, you trade it, and if it's not there, you take off and you go do something else.
Yeah, like I said, Gaurav, I don't really pay attention or single out either one of them, the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange. I just look at the U.S. market overall. It's not like I just look at the U.S. stock market overall, see what's moving in those stocks. And like I said, I don't really focus on the NASDAQ, the NYSE. What's the other one? The ARCX or whatever it is. Whatever it is. But yeah, I don't really specify or pick sides with either one. Stocks will be moving in both. Yeah, for sure. I got you. Enduro. I think it's better that one's bigger anyway. There you go.
Yeah. You can lower the gap one. You can bring the gap one down if you want, or make the other one a little lower.
Oh, no, I switched them. I got the intraday ones now, I think.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, man. You used to be an hour You used to be an hour early or an hour later than me. You used to be an hour later than me. So like we hold class at 6 at 6 o'clock my time. That'd be 7 your time. Now you're an hour early. So that's good though. You get to market opens up for me at 8:30. Yeah.
I don't know how those California guys do it.
I don't know either. Yeah. I don't know either, man. They do it though. It's early, man. I mean, I kind of get it, but with kids, I don't know. All right, look, watching.
Go to sleep like a grandma at 7 p.m.
Yeah, for sure. All right, here's the bell. Good luck, guys.
All right, guys.
K and DI on the scanner. K and DI. It's not tradable. What was the other one you said was tradable?
CODI
Yeah.
and FCX.
I gotta find my watch list. All right, guys. So right now we have AMD spiking up, Cron spiking up. Let's see what the overall market is doing. That's what I'm curious to see what's going on. What's the overall market? We got ABIO pushing up a little bit now. ABIO. We have let me see. The SPY overall is up a little bit from where it opened, but it's still too early. We'll see what we get here. The SPY actually gapped down last night, but it kind of filled the gap already. AMD breaking under the lows here. AMD breaking the lows. We got ABIO on the scanners, FCX on the scanners. I think Mitch mentioned that one, FCX. That was a nice gap up, FCX. Copper and gold.
Not really seeing anything right now at the open. Looking around.
I am actually vaping CBD, Ruckus. I actually quit smoking electric cigarettes 5 days ago, and so I quit. I've been using CBD vapes to kind of substitute it, and yeah, so I'm vaping CBD right now. That's what I'm doing. AMD breaking under the lows. FCX pushing up here. What else we got? Cron. There's a CGC down. What's up, Levi? Welcome in. All right, let's see what we get. AMD a little choppy. Overall, the SPY is sideways right now. It's kind of up, down, up, down. I'll let you guys know if it does break the lows. CGC breaking the lows. Cron breaking the lows. So I'm going to be watching for those with some fades here.
Yeah, I'm looking at APHA.
The vape doesn't. If I take CBD gummy bears, they make me pass out. But the vape doesn't. The vape actually kind of just relaxes me a little bit. Especially if I drink coffee to kind of counteract it. It's just, I told my wife, it's not even like the CBD. It's just, you know, part of the habit when you smoke and vape is just the hand motions. You know, it's just the hand motions that you're just so used to doing. And so this is a way to kind of substitute it. So I can do the hand motions, but it's not with nicotine or anything. Cannabis stock starting to bounce back.
Yeah, ACB had a nice kind of starting fade there, but didn't have a chance to get in there really.
CVS bouncing back a little bit. I see somebody mentioned CVS. CVS bouncing back a little bit. It's at 64.70 right now. SPY is still sideways. Pushing up a little bit now, though. I appreciate the sub. Carl, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. All right, SPY might be about to break the high of the day here. So, like, if you look at the SPY, it's starting to head up. Just broke the high of the day, it looks like. Yep, just broke the high of the day, barely. We'll see what it does here.
PCG taking a really, really hard downturn there. It comes back to 18. I'm gonna risk off at 18.10.
Yeah, big drop for sure.
18 would be the entrance. Risk would be 18.10.
And your reward target's 1880? Or
Yes,
1780?
Sir.
Right, so yesterday in class we did how to calculate. So with that would give Mitch a 2-to-1 risk to reward. His risk is 10 cents and his reward is 20 cents. And that would mean that in the long run, if Mitch took this trade over and over and over again, he would only have to be right 33% of the time for this to be a profitable trade in the long run. So that's some poker odds logic that we go over, but it's also relevant to trading. So yeah, and I definitely think the VWAP fade has an accuracy rate over 33%. So here's the pullback. I'm watching it with you here for PCG. It's up there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the shares set.
I don't know though. I think I like.
I didn't get it.
I don't know if.
I liked it. I was looking at another stock at the same time. I was looking at here also.
HEAR. I mean, there it goes. It's back up there. But I don't know if I like it. Just because I think 1820 might be a reasonable area too. I just don't know if I like the way it looks. But the risk reward is there.
I liked it. I just couldn't get in. I even put out an order. I got blocked. I had it on limit and I hit it at 99s. It wouldn't have been a bad one.
Yep.
Right there.
Followed through 10 cents already. Yep. I don't know.
It was a nice one. I liked it.
I don't know if I like that one that much, but everybody's different.
It's because of the daily. To me, it's the daily. It's had like 6 days straight of green.
Oh, well,
so
yeah.
Pullback doesn't seem bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, doesn't seem unreasonable.
Yeah, for sure. I get that logic now and then. Yeah, for sure, Toddy. Kind of me too. It doesn't make me sleepy. Not as much as like some of like the gummy bears will put me to sleep. But the vapes, they're not bad.
All right, I'm watching AMD here. I want to see if it's going to try to get above that 24.15.
Yeah, PCG would have been good. Sorry, bro. I didn't want to influence you. I didn't want to influence you by saying.
I wasn't ready on my order form.
Yeah.
It just teaches you guys. You got to be ready. I had it on limit. If I had it on market, I would have been able to get in there at 99s and be looking to take first profit in this next move down.
Yeah, and it kind of goes to show, like we went over in class yesterday, that like regardless of how good or how pretty you think the setup is, if the risk reward is there, the risk reward is there. And sometimes even if you think even if you don't like the way it looks, if the risk reward's there, it's there.
Yep. Good entrance.
Somebody asked, does TradeNet provide scanners? They provide top lists, but that's it. Like, let me find it. They have top 20. I can put up the top 20 here, and it shows the top 20 movement. Active, New York Stock Exchange, and NASDAQ.
All right. Here's one I'm watching for a VWAP reject. It's FCX.
Yeah, I like that one too. Risk of about 1370 for me on FCX. Gap up. I mean, it also depends on gold. Does anybody know any gold ETFs? Somebody mentioned, is it NUGT or NUGS? NUGZ? What is it? Let me know if you know some gold ETFs. A lot of people talking about KNDI. KNDI. Yeah, KNDI had a nice move here. Push it up to 815. I don't think that one's tradable. JNUG. Hey, Mitch, whenever you're ready, just let me know. I'll unmute you because banging around's loud. So just let me know when you're about to talk, and I'll unmute you. All right, so it's still pretty early. It's not even 8:40 yet, or 9:40 market time, and so it's still pretty early. We still got some time here. PCG back up to that VWAP level. AMD bouncing back up there as well. PCG. We got Cron, CGC. I don't like PCG that much anymore. It just broke that high. I don't know if everybody else could hear that, but can everybody else hear that just now? I might have to mute it.
Man, look at here. HEAR.
Here? Alright. Turtle Beach, right? Not enough volume though, man. That's the only thing. I just want to see the volume a little bit better in HEAR. JNUG, JNUG. Looks like a beautiful fade, but it's an ETF, which makes me trust it less. Still though, tight risk for sure. 1306 to, let's see, 1306 to maybe 1315. So about what, 10 cents. Reward level down to 86, 85. So 20% reward, not bad. Not something I usually trade fades on. Look back and see if there's any recent fades. So this one does fade a little bit here. Just didn't get the entry, but didn't look terrible. CGC cannabis plays. I'm just gonna be patient and start waiting for some of these follow through moves here. Cannabis plays are starting to drop now. At least CGC is. What about Cron? Yeah, Mitch, I gotta ask you, man. So if you got internet at your house, why not just hang out at your house on your laptop? Oh. Oh, for sure. Yeah, no worries.
As it rejected that 2415.
AMD. Let's see.
Rejected that 2415. You could have got it in the 12s.
Yeah, it's still in a little consolidation pattern, but I definitely don't hate it. I'm also looking at JNUG, Mitch. Look at JNUG. I mean, it is an ETF. It's a gold ETF. But it doesn't look terrible for a fade. Risk would have to be at like 13, 15, 13, 16 maybe. And reward level down at the low of the day at 86. So 2 to 1 at least. I'd have to be right 33% of the time in order to be profitable from it in the long run. We're also getting what is the SPY doing? I think that's going to affect gold. With the SPY pulling down now, gold might push up. So that's the only reason I don't want to really attack it right now. But the SPY's breaking the low of the day. And like I said, though, with the SPY dropping, gold might go up. What is KNDI? Yeah, KNDI is rising up here. So yeah, watching the cannabis plays now, seeing if they wash out a little bit. It's still pretty early. We're only 15 minutes into the market day. Oh, are they really? Oh, I wish I would have known that like 5 seconds ago. Well, I could take 100 shares and just toy with it. I'm in with 100 shares of J and UG. See if it pulls back down. Small share size. If it is in fact an inverse ETF, it should be good for me. I'll just take a small trade. It's not something I usually trade, but all right, SPY dropping, breaking the lows here. Cannabis plays rebounding some. I'm just not seeing too much that looks good for me right now in the cannabis world. All right, we got 13 crack on J and UG. Like I said, just taking a little baby trade on it. See if we get some washouts today. AMD bouncing back to the VWAP area. That doesn't look terrible. Are you back, Mitch?
Yeah, I'm back.
Alright. Sorry. Alright, I got you unmuted. Yeah, sorry, man. I was just too much talking and banging around in there. You got to get that new computer set up, brother. Or your old computer, I mean. Right now, I am using TradeNet and Tefs. If you're interested in using them, you can go check out this link. Yeah, I'm using TradeNet and Tefs. And so you can go to that link. They actually have their 20% off sale going on right now. So you get 20% off the intro package for the next day. I think the sale actually ends tomorrow. What do you think of J and UG, though? I mean, I'm in this one, Mitch, but it's an ETF. And so I'm not really used to trading it. But looked like a good fade. It's just not something I'm used to. Probably should test it a little bit more.
Not a bad setup.
Right, the setup looks half decent, you know. CGC had a nice VWAP projection there. A little bit too late now, but that VWAP projection on CGC didn't look half bad. What's up, Abby? What's up, man? Yeah, we haven't been seeing you in the classes, man. Still a little early. I mean, I'm not seeing too much. FCX maybe pulling back to the VWAP. KNDI maybe for a VWAP bounce here. Just not seeing too much that looks interesting, for me at least.
Just saw MU break down there.
AMD super choppy. So yeah, just be careful today, guys. I'm not seeing that much that really looks good. Not that much, you know, volatility right now. AMD super sideways. So just be careful. Don't force anything. Thus is why I'm taking small size right now. It's just a little slow, dull day. I mean, Kron pulling back to the VWAP. RIOT and what was the other one? Look up RIOT and GC. Oh, IGC. No. What do you mean by that, Skylar? Riot. I can look up Riot. Yeah, Riot's actually pushing up. Blockchain related stock. What's crypto doing today? Yeah, what is yeah, that sucks, Troy. Yeah, for sure, Tyrell. I'm kind of agree with you, man. It's just kind of a slow, dull day. Like that's what I'm saying. The only trade I'm in with 100 shares. I'm just taking it slow. I just don't see much I really like. There's not that many good fades setups right now. Just kind of a dull, slow day, you know. Riot pushing up though. AMD coming back down off of the VWAP didn't look terrible. KNDI breaking underneath the VWAP. The SPY is underneath the VWAP. We'll see if it actually holds. Oh, right, for sure, Skylar. Yeah, I know. They follow gold. For sure. That's the reason why I was doing it. With the SPY dropping, gold might go up, but since it's an inverse ETF, the gold ETF, JNUG, might head down. I mean, that was my trade idea. But the SPY's rebounding, which is going to be bad for this trade. SPY bouncing all the way up, though. Riot pushing up. Let's see what else we get. All right, we're up to 06. Yeah, I see SPY rebounding, gold, inverse ETF pushing up, so I'm going to jump out. I'll give it one more second and then just get out for a tiny loss. Alright, I got out for a $7 loss. I don't want to get caught on this move back up here. Like I said, I'm not really used to trading the fade with ETFs, and so I'm just going to stick with that tiny loss and move on with my day. What sounded like kids? Cooper. GRMN. Yeah, wow, look at GRMN. I didn't even notice this, but look at Garmin today, guys. Garmin skyrocketed up here. Huge, crazy move. And yeah, look, this is why I'm definitely happy that I got out where I did with JNUG. I would have gotten stopped out right here. And so glad to get out when I did. Avoided that big push up here. Was able to really minimize the loss I took. But yeah, GRMN going crazy here. But yeah, I would have gotten stopped out right here, so happy to get out there. It was good risk reward, but not used to trading gold ETFs. And so I'm actually happy that I was able to get out. Kron. Yeah, I mean, I'm noticing the SPY started to bounce back a little bit here. And so Kron kind of moving back up with it. AMD rebounding some too. So a lot of stuff rebounding. Glad to get out when I did. You can see AMD starting to break out here as well. Interesting level to see. You know, the range on AMD is right about here, right? You can see between 24 and 24.20. So it's got about a 20-cent range. It just broke out of it. So AMD just broke the high of the day, broke out of this range that you can see here. It's up to 24.20s now. So interesting here. We're also getting a move back up on the SPY. You can see the SPY heading back up here, attempting to break high of days. And so yeah, definitely it was time to get out of the gold trade I was in. But SPY breaking the highs here. We are starting to get some runs in the market. SPY breaking the highs, AMD breaking the highs. Yeah, for sure. Not a bad looking move so far here. AMD really running. We'll see what the SPY does here though. But yeah, J and UG running. Glad to get out there. Cannabis plays. Let's see what we get. Mitch, you there, bro? You see this?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up, man?
I'm not seeing anything yet.
Honestly, markets.
A bunch of reversals about to happen maybe on APHA, Con.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
only one that looks interesting is APHA, but it's right at the reversal spot, which is over 970.
Yeah, I would be careful just because if you look at the SPY and the market overall, like the SPY is starting to rebound some, the market's rebounding some, breaking highs, and so I'm very hesitant to short anything right now, unless it's actually like gold, you know. I gotta ask, Mitch, what are they doing over there, man? What's that noise, bro?
That's the door. That's the door. When the door opens and closes, that thing's loud.
They must have a dungeon, you know?
Pretty much.
Yeah, man. Sounds like a dungeon door opening, man. But yeah, Kron breaking the highs. AMD breaking out here.
Shoo! AMD shut up.
Right, man. That's what I'm saying. It broke that range. A lot of people talking about Riot, RIOT. Riot had some beautiful bounces yesterday. Beautiful VWAP bounces. FCX is right at the VWAP. VIPs, VIPS popping up on the scanners too. Whoa, look at VIPS, guys. VIPS. Lower volume, but it's moving some.
Tradable.
Is it?
Yep.
It is tradable. So yeah, look at VIPS, guys. I mean, this one pulls back to the VWAP. I'll consider it. Risk of 719, entry 725, reward level 740. So about 3 to 1.
All right.
Yeah, Mitch just moved to Colorado, Abby. Yeah, for sure. He just moved to Colorado. Yeah, that's it, Isaac. That's it, man. You guessed it, bro. All right, like I said, VIPS drops down to 725. I can use that 719 level as my risk right about here. Reward level of 740 at the previous high of the day. So my risk is tight. If I enter it here, yeah, enter 720s. Get that 740 reward target. 719 risk. Maybe 718 is risk, but regardless, it's good risk reward. We'll see if we get that drop for VIPS. It's just up so much, I don't want a huge drop, but enough to pull back. APHA is starting to test the high of the day. Look at Kron, CRON. Kron's starting to actually move here. For which one, Troy? VIPS? That's what I'm looking at. Look at Kron, though, man. Some of these are really breaking the highs.
All right, guys. I'm going to do a long trade here. I'm long MU.
Uh-oh.
Long MU off of 70.
Yeah, if you would have shared.
Add in there at 80. I can't really share right now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Hold on.
Okay.
I can. Start sharing. There you go.
All right,
I got it on Skype.
Right, Skype Live, bro.
It should be sharing now.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. No, not seeing anything.
Alright, let me see. Start sharing.
The screen kind of changed colors, but I don't see anything. There we go. Alright, you gotta move me, but yeah, I see it.
All right. Boom.
All right, guys, you can watch Mitch trade here. Yeah, just move the Skype.
Yeah, can't really.
It's gone.
You know,
Oh no, it's gone. Everything's blacked out right now. I can't see anything.
you should be able to see it in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, it should come back. That's the Skype life for you.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Trades looking well. I like that inverse hammer that just got created there. Bullish sign.
Yep. Here, how's that, guys? Does that work? Here, let me pull this up. There we go. All right, there's Mitch's screen.
All right, guys. Looking to take 100 shares off at 95. If we get a little rip towards the resistance.
FCEL pop. Yeah, I'm looking at Kron with these big bounces, man. FCEL. I remember FCEL. Yeah, that one's moving. We'll see if that can test $1 today. Two-way. All right. Sorry, bitch. I got you. Hold on, wait.
I know I got muted for a little bit.
Yeah. There you go. All right, there you go. Now you're back.
Yep. All right, guys. Just gotta protect here. I think I got in at a great spot, 80, right at the support, and I'm risking right underneath the support. So great location. Just need volume to jump in. If volume jumps in here in the 85s, we should get that push in the 90s, and a lot of people to buy up with that 43 breakout.
Yeah, I dislike all politicians. I don't like any of them, including Trump. I just don't like any politician. None of them ever do what they say they're going to do, and it's just all nonsense. It's bureaucratic nonsense. I think that the people that obsess over politics on both sides are stupid, and they just need more excitement in their life, and so they kind of just obsess over either side, both sides. You know, I think they're all just dumb, and I think all politics in general is just dumb. It's all controlled, and I just try to stay out of it. I don't waste my time getting involved with any of it or obsessing over it or anything. It's just all nonsense to me. Abe Lincoln was the man. I will say that. But I'm saying at this point, like the way the political machine today is run, it's just dumb, you know. But yeah, I mean, my political stance is kind of like, you know, if you obsess and just argue with people all day about politics in general, you just don't have enough going on in your life. You know, I think nobody's 100% either way. You know, I think people, you know, the team politics thing is nonsense on both sides. And nobody's 100% either way. And if you claim to be 100% Democrat or 100% conservative or Republican, then you're an idiot. You're either an idiot or you're desperate to fit in with somebody. Because most reasonable people are split right down the middle. Most reasonable people are. You know, the problem with everything is that people get so obsessed with it. You know, conservatives, they just hate the other side, and liberals, they just hate the other side. And at a certain point, it's just kind of like, that's just what people want. Like they just want you to argue with people, and like I'm not spending my time doing that.
All right, so this is gonna be the key spot right here. It's been holding these 80s pretty well. See if it either breaks down or it gets that volume push right here.
Hey, buddy, come here. What you doing, man? You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. My son's home from school today. All right, bud, you're not going to be able to do it. You're going to miss it, man. He just ran off. You're going to miss it. Come here. All right, fine. That hurts my feelings, bud. Hurts me right here, you know. Yeah, my son's home from school today.
Alright. Let's see if the buyers come sweeping up here in the 80s.
All right, so VIPS is starting to drop here. It's down to 733. If it gets down to 728, 727, I'll take it, like I said, with the risk of 720, 719. Giving myself about 2-to-1 reward versus the risk. If I get in at 26, my reward level's at 741, then that's 15-cent reward target, and from 26 down to 20 or 19 is about 5 or 6 cent risk, and so almost 3-to-1. I'll definitely take it. We'll see if we can get it down there, though, for VIPS. That's what I'm looking at now. Yeah, I have a boy and a girl, Anthony. They're just completely different kids. My son is crazy. My daughter is super sweet and the nicest kid ever. My son is just mean, and he hits and throws stuff. It's just a battle with him every day.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna take this more as a kind of scout mentality. I normally would hold for a breakout, but I gotta get out of here. I gotta go take my girl to work. So
All right, brother. Where was your entry?
it's 4280.
Okay. Yeah, man. Do what you gotta do. You know.
Yeah, I'm looking for this little move. Either it's gonna hold these 80s or break out to 4290. Trying to wait for the move here.
Yeah, we got VIPS dropping here, man. Maybe we're gonna get a drop down to that 30 or that 27, 26, 27 level. That's about what I'm watching. Yours doesn't look bad though on the daily chart. At least for that range bound move.
5-minute chart looks good too. Just needs that last little drive.
Yeah, Riot finally coming down.
There you go. Move to 86 and see if they get students 86s. There you go.
Yeah,
that's good.
Looking better.
Yeah, good price action there.
What did he say? What did he say? What did DT say? Did he say something he wasn't supposed to and then delete it? Because we don't do that here. Man, so VIPS bouncing. I never really got the drop down to the 27s, 26 area. Unfortunately. Looking at Cron, NBEV, CGC now. Maybe if you want balance, if we can get down to 46.70 or so for CGC. VIPS, I just don't know if it's going to drop that much enough to give it to me here. What's up, Casey? Hey, buddy, what are you doing over there, man? I hear you over there. What are you doing? Come here. My son's getting into mischief over there. I don't know what he's doing. I'll be right back, guys.
Alright, guys, I gotta get on out of here. I'm gonna give this last 1 minute candle a chance. Go, it switches over. Let's see what happens here.
Alright, I'm back. Yeah, AMD doesn't look terrible. There's the dungeon. The dungeon door close.
Wait for the dungeon MU to make him.
The dungeon. Yeah, I'm waiting for VIPS. Just so you guys can see what I'm looking here. I'm looking at VIPS. Seeing if it can pull back to the 726, 727 level. We use this 718, 719 level as my risk. 740 is my reward. That's what I'm looking at now. We'll see if we get that.
Alright.
Alright, guys. Yeah, come on. No arguing about politics here, man. We're going to keep this a politics-free chat. It's kind of crowding up the chat, you know. No need to argue about it here. Just, you know, move on from it, guys. No more arguing about it.
Alright, guys. I'm gonna sell 200 there. I'm gonna put a stop on this at 78. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Keep that last 100 shares on the stop price. I think it looks great. I think it's a great trade. I normally would stay in this.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad.
For the 42 break. But I gotta get out of here, guys. You guys take care.
Later, brother. Yeah, no, I'm not putting you in timeout, Isaac. All I'm doing is saying don't argue about politics because it's crowding up the chat. So like think about it. Like y'all are arguing over who's right in politics, and it's kind of clogging up the chat, so people can't really, you know. Listen, man, I have love for both of you guys, but yeah, just I try to keep everything politics free. That's right, Nick. Hey, that's a good goal, man. Just try not to give it back, brother. That's what you got to try. You know, that's the struggle as a trader for sure. No, Pete Arturo. I use TradeNet. If you want to check them out, you can go through this link. 20% off TradeNet packages. It's actually Tafts is the broker you're going to be using. And so if you're interested, you can check out that link. But yeah, I use TradeNet or Tafts, but there's also SureTrader. CME Group, I've heard pretty good things about them as well. All right, AMD pulling back here. We might get a VWAP bounce on AMD, and so I will kind of look at AMD for that. If AMD pulls down to 24.17, I could probably use a risk level of 24.10. Giving myself about a 7-cent risk, maybe actually 24.08. So I give myself about a 8-cent risk, which doesn't look terrible from 24.16 down to 24.08 for that dip buy. We'll see if we get that move or not. That's what I'm kind of looking at now, a VWAP bounce here for AMD. So we got the risk of from 16 down to 08. So we have a risk of 8 cents. And then we have a reward target up to 33. And so from 16 up to 33. And so roughly 16, 17 cents as the reward target. So 2 to 1. So the question we have to ask ourselves is, since it's 2 to 1, this strategy would have to work 33% of the time to be profitable. I think it probably would. And so with AMD, we're looking at it down here. See if we get that move down to 24.16 for that VWAP bounce is what I'm looking at now. not sad. I'm happy, man. I hear my son over there playing his video game. He's like, yes, he must have won. Yeah, I mean, the pro package, I have the student package, Anthony. It just depends on how much money you have, you know. The pro package is what? I'm sure it's pretty expensive. But the intro package is super tough to, like, make work. But it all just depends. What's up? Yeah, K and DI doesn't look terrible either. It's just, where's the risk level? I think risk level can be down at that previous low of 765 for K and DI. Maybe going to get a bounce a little bit earlier for AMD. You know, guess I could have used that that previous high of the day right here as my entry at 2420. I guess that would have been better, but I don't hate it. A little bit of a flag forming there. Yeah, NBEV, I think it just has low volume, and it's up some, but it's still a small range relative to like what it usually does so far. So like usually NBEV has a bigger range than it does today. Right now it's only what, like less than 20 cent range on NBEV, and so the volume's low. It has a small range on the day, and so with that, you know, it's probably not going to pop up on a lot of different scanners. SPY pushing up some. Man, I was really thinking about AMD getting it down here at 17. And I just never dropped down here, but this is where I was looking at getting in. Reward target up here, risk level down here. And so you can see my reward would have been pretty big. That's my reward. And then my risk would have been down here. So it's tight risk, big reward. That's what I was looking at for AMD. Just never quite got it. Never got down quite enough. Missed it by about 3 cents or so. Yeah, I was looking at that flag. Quentin. What's up, Quentin, by the way, man? Quentin's an OG here, man. He's been here a bunch of times. Yeah, AMD, beautiful flag, man. Like somebody said. Here's the pole. You can see the flag here, too. Like, look at this. You see the pole here. Look at that. Perfect, too. Kron as well. Kron had a nice one, too. I just never got the drop I was looking for, unfortunately. But that's okay. You get some, you lose some. CRON. Look at CRON as well. Pole, flag. You see that one there. So yeah, just missed these. Which one on AMD? Yeah, man. I mean, I just missed it barely, but the trade idea would have worked out. It just didn't quite drop low enough for me to get into. But it would have been a tight risk reward regardless. I appreciate the sub. Lando. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man. Welcome to the stream, bro. Here, we're actually preparing something for that. We may be a little bit late, but we're actually preparing something for that. So we'll update you guys. Yeah, good luck, North. Appreciate the sub. True North. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, the only one I'm really looking at now is Vips, but it's looking a little bit worse. They got HUYA popping up on the scanners. HUYA making a pretty big move here. But yeah, looking at VIPS, Maybe a little bit of a flag play here, but not as pretty as the other ones. There goes VIPS2, just never quite dropped enough. And I mean, you might say, well, I didn't have to be so strict on my entry, but you know, in order for me to get that risk reward I give myself, it's got to get to my entry level, and it just never did. But both of them followed through nicely there. I appreciate the sub, Martin Rojas. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. But yeah, guys, since we're waiting here, we did kind of update the site a little bit. So for all of our members, here, we did update the site, so you can check out the site here. We have a new member video library. If you don't know already, you can just go to the site, and if you want to just check out the strategies we use, you can go to this, and you can see there's short patterns, long patterns, and stuff like that. And so you kind of give a breakdown on the different strategies we use in trading. But there's also the member video library, and so if you are one of our members, you can go to day trading concepts and see the library on different concepts like support and resistance, gaps, ranges, following the market, scaling in, examples, so forth and so on. We got a bunch of classes here. You can see a lot of classes. And then, you know, you can go to the risk and reward library, and you can see we have a bunch of classes on risk and reward as well, teaching you how to calculate and analyze risk and reward. We got psychology classes showing you all this different stuff here as well, different psychology concepts. And then we have strategy. So, you know, you can see we go to the strategy section. There's VWAP fades, rejections, bear flags, pennants, fades, bounces, you know, so forth and so on. 1 minute pullbacks, red to green moves. And so you can check that out. It's password protected. And so, yeah, this is, to be a member, it's only $15 a month. So not only do you get access to all of those old live classes that we had, all of the backlog of library of classes, which at this point is like 60 hours. So it's literal days of classes. But you also will get 3 live classes each week that we do live. So you'll be able to interact with us and ask questions and stuff like that. And so, yeah, go check that out. I'll post that link if anybody's interested in seeing it. So, yeah, if anybody wants to check it out, I'll post the link here. But like I said, it's like, it's $15 a month, so super cheap. Alright, sorry, I had to talk to my wife about something. But yeah, VIPS breaking the highs, never really dropped down, hitting those lows. Hey, appreciate it, Cargo. See you tomorrow, brother. Yeah, I mean, we already dropped it down to 15. It used to be 30. We're just dropping it down to 15, though, so it's already super cheap. If you sign up through TradeNet through my link, you get, you know, a few months free. If you sign up through TradeNet through my link, and so if you're using TradeNet, you'll get a few months free of our classes. But just you gotta let me know and give me your name so I can look it up. Do I think Riot is going to push up to 4? Who knows? I don't think so, but it very easily could. It's kind of hard to predict, but like looking at Riot here, looking at Riot, yesterday it already had this big crazy move, and then it's dropping down to 350. It very easily could, but I think that I think it might test this level, but I think it's ultimately not going to hold over it. But again, I think it depends on what Bitcoin does. I think if Bitcoin pushes up huge, then Riot's going to follow suit. But if Bitcoin stays stagnant and washes out some, I think Riot's going to do the same. So I think it just depends on the crypto world and what Bitcoin's doing, and that's going to ultimately like influence what this one does as well. All right, so we got AMD. None of them ever really bounced back. So small $7 loss today. I'll take it. The only other one I'm kind of looking at is YNDX. Kind of up to the VWAP. Maybe a fade. You could use the previous high as your risk here. So that would give you about a 7-cent risk. So pretty tight risk. Reward level down at 32.80. So good risk reward. You know, you got your risk being here to here. And so maybe I'll take that with a few hundred shares just to see what we get on YNDX, but the volume's a little bit low, and I just got to be careful with it. But it doesn't look terrible. The spread's not bad. All right, so I am in with 200 shares on YNDX. 200 shares. Doesn't look like a terrible fade. Like I said, my risk level is 33.07, and so I'm risking about $14 in the trade. So a very small risk relative to the few hundred shares I'm using. Again, my reward target's at 32.80, and so that's what I'm looking at here. But it's just a tight risk reward trade. Here's my risk. My reward is much bigger than my risk. You can see down here, and so that's what I'm looking at now. All right, there's 96, getting a little bit of a drop here. We'll see if it follows through, but you can see the risk reward I'm giving myself with this one. Pretty tight risk reward, and so I'll take it. We just want to see it hold. Again, though, I could use this level as my risk at 33.07. Right here. Reasonable risk area, I think. Can you look at GRMN real quick to short? GRMN is strong right now. New high of day 3 times. I can see this stock going strong all day. If you're looking at it to short, I don't know. Let me see. I could look at it. Yeah, I mean, it's up there. I get the shorting idea, the shorting trade idea, but it's just about whether you want to take it. I think it's inherently risky, but it's just about whether you would want to take it or not. It all just depends on what you're looking to do. With this one, I mean, it's up a ton. Definitely maybe a little extended. I could see that for sure. And so it just depends on if that's something that you want to risk or not. But yeah, John, if it happens, bro, you just got to, hang in there and you'll bounce back. You got to understand it's just thinking in probabilities, Sometimes it's going to work out, sometimes it's not. And you just got to accept it, that it's not going to work out every time. And losing days, weeks are going to happen. You just got to keep with it, keep working on improving, trying to get in good risk-reward setups. That's the goal. That's what I try to do, is just get in good risk-reward setups so that, like in this case, my risk is 7 cents. My reward is 20 cents. And so, I have pretty good risk-reward. And that way, if it follows through, even if I'm only right half the time, I'm still profitable in the long run. So that's what I'm looking to do here. All right, well, YNDX is just kind of sitting here. Let's see if we can get a move down. Right, for sure. You just got to calculate risk before you get in. That's one of the things we really focus on is just understanding risk. You know, your risk needs to be at the level that you think is the most likely reversal area. So you just got to know your risk before you get into it and know your reward and always try to get in favorable risk and reward situations. That's what you want to do in each trade you get into. And so, like, for instance, in this trade, I know my risk is about 7-8 cents. My reward level is 20 cents, and so my reward is much bigger than my risk. And so even if I'm only right half the time, I'm still going to be, very profitable in the long run if I were to take this trade over and over again, as long as it's more than 50% accurate. And of course, sometimes I'm going to get stopped out. Sometimes it's not going to work. But if you do that with each trade you get into, it's a much easier guide for you to follow, and you can just kind of stick with it. Try to let it work. And, take advantage of the positive risk reward. Which one is Outsiders in? KNDI, I'm guessing, right? KNDI. Yep. All right, so right now YNDX is just kind of consolidating here. We want to see a nice breakdown, but we're just kind of waiting. We know our risk, though. We know where we're going to get out, and so it's just about following our plan at this point. We know what we got to do. We just stick to the plan, let it work, and hopefully we get a gain from it. But even if not, that's okay. We're just going to move on. Dropping down to 97. It's been kind of staying in this little tight range for the last 5 minutes or so. And so we've got to watch it closely here. Hopefully it breaks down on the downside of this range. Down at 97 on the ask. Let's just see if it follows through. It dropped down to 96 for a split second, but popped right back up to 97. Looks like it might get up to 98. Yep, there's 98. '99s, '98s again. This one I might have to sit for a little while. I gotta get ready. We gotta bring my son to the doctor. That's why he's home from school today. So I'm gonna set a stop. Like I said, if I get stopped out, I'll be down about $21 on the day. And so it's kind of sitting in this range for too long. So I'm going to set my stop at 33.07 and just let it stick to that level, guys. Like I said, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I day trade live on stream every weekday morning starting at 8:15 market time. Nice job, Outsiders. Good work, brother. But yeah, if you want 20% off TradeNet packages, you can also go through my link. There's 20% off of TradeNet packages if you're interested. You can also check out Trade Ideas. Trade Ideas is cool enough to let me stream their scans every day. And so if you're interested in using the scanner that Mitch and I use, you can check out this link here. There's the link I just posted. You can check out Trade Ideas. Really cool link. But yeah, guys, like I said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll update you guys on how this trade goes. It's not looking that great. I might get stopped out here. But like I said, my stop is going to be right at 07, so it's a pretty tight risk. If I do get stopped out, it'll be like a $20 loss on the day, $21 loss. And so we'll see how that goes. Good luck. I'll see you all tomorrow, same time as always. And yeah, good luck in the markets, guys. I'll see you all later. Nice two-way, nice outsiders. Good work today, guys. Nice job. Later. We'll see you all tomorrow.